Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's your boy J Day. Hope all is well with everybody. Love and so, guys. Today I want to talk about my experience dating women in Dominican Republic. So, guys, I've been traveling to DR since 2016, and when I first started traveling there, I did a 7 day dolo trip by myself, and I stayed at a resort. I met a beautiful woman at a resort, and she spoke a little English. I spoke a little Spanish, so we was able to communicate. She was beautiful. She had a job. Within the 7 days, guys, she had me all over Puerto Plata. She had me in Sosua, Cabarete, Maimon. Took me to a nice fish restaurant in Maimon called Parada John. I don't know if you guys know that restaurant, but anyway, she had me all over, and we communicated a lot. You know what I mean? She had me at her crib. I stayed at her crib the whole time that I was there. Facts. So once I left Puerto Plata, we communicated every day. I fell in love with the chick. I really did. I found myself back there 3 months later. Okay. Sent a barrel of food, sent gifts for her moms, her pops. I was bearing gifts. Like, she really took care of me. I ain't even gonna lie. She held me down. She cooked for me, clean. Like, she treated me like a king. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. She treated me good. But during the course of the 2 years of me dating her, I was out there every 3 months without fail. And like I said, I sent food and everything, helped her with her rent. Mind you, she had her own job. She worked at the resort. She had her own side hustle doing nails. So she was real ambitious, outgoing, what I'm saying? Like, the type of woman that, I like, and she stayed in the campo. Every time I stayed out there, I stayed with her. What I'm saying? Everybody in her community knew I was her man. Moms, pops loved me. What I'm saying? Like, that was like my family. For real, for real. So once I would leave, though, I would find that she would go to Santo Domingo. So, she was going to Santo Domingo to visit her family. I never thought nothing of it. What I'm saying? But after a while, I'm like, okay, you out there too long. Why are you out in Santo Domingo too long? If you got to get back to Puerto Plata, you got responsibilities to, to take care of back home. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm telling her. Now, every time she would go back to Puerto Plata, her cousin would take her back, a male cousin at that. Now, mind you, I'm like, okay, why is it every time you going back to Puerto Plata, your male cousin is taking you? You know what I'm saying? So she's like, that's my cousin, I'm like, okay, whatever, and I started to believe. I believed her because I'm like, okay, you are calling me on video chat, so obviously there's nothing really going on. What I'm saying what's up to him. He ain't really saying much to me because, like, he ain't speak no English or whatever. So anyway, I left it at that. And like I said, guys, I was helping her out, paying her rent. I'm being as transparent with y'all. I'm being totally transparent with y'all. I ain't do a whole lot of things that I heard a lot of stories of what dudes was doing for girls getting their body. I ain't do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I took care of her. She took care of me. You know what I'm saying? I loved her. So I thought she loved me. So anyway, so I get back to after I leave Puerto Plata, I get back home. But I'm skipping. I'm skipping a story. I'm skipping. So throughout the course of the 2 years of me dating her, she had called me while I was home and told me that, somebody was selling some property. So I was like, oh, for real? She told me the price. I was like, yo, I jumped on it. I sent her the money, right? And she went, took care of the paperwork or whatever. And I get down there. Now, normally when I go, I usually stay 3 weeks at a time. So when I went back down there, I just went down there to finalize the paperwork. Okay. So I was only down there for about maybe 6 days. So I did the paperwork or whatever. Now, when the guy came to do the paperwork with me, this is what she tells me. Oh, it would be better if you put me on the deeds along with you, just in case something happens, I can take care of things or whatever. And I was just like, nah. I said, no, I don't. I said, for one, we're not married. We're dating. I said, once we get married, I said, then, I'll go ahead and move forward with that. But until then, no, I'm not doing that. So she was upset about it, but she let it be. You know what I'm saying? She ain't expressed that she was upset, but her facial expressions told it all, right? Facial expressions told everything. So So after that, we fill out the paperwork, and I needed to do some other things when it came to the paperwork. I ain't have enough time, so I was like, you know what? I'll leave you with the pay. I left her with the paperwork, and then I went back home. I flew back home. So now I get back home no sooner than maybe about a month later. I would say a month later, some chick is hitting me up on Facebook, right? A Dominican chick out of nowhere. I don't know this girl, never seen her in my life. So she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" And she's like, "Are you single? You're a handsome guy." I'm like, "Actually, I'm in a relationship." She's like, "Oh, okay." She said, "Yeah, my best friend's brother is dating a girl from Puerto Plata, and she lives in such and such neighborhood." Now, the neighborhood that she disclosed was the neighborhood that my girl was living in. So I'm like, "Wait a minute, my girl lives in that neighborhood," So I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" So she's like, "Well, honestly, I just wanted to let you know that your girl's been dating my best friend's brother, and they was dating each other for 5 years. And if you don't believe me, you can hit him up on WhatsApp." So I'm like, "Okay." She says, "So please don't tell him where you got if he asks where you got the number from, please don't tell him where you got it from, or whatever." So I'm like, "All right, I'll do that much." So I hit him up on WhatsApp, and dude's telling me, yeah, he was dating my girl for 5 years and all of that, and he ended up breaking up with her because he found out that she was messing with some other dude, and he was taking care of her, and he was holding her down. And I'm just like, "Are you serious? This is crazy." So he's like, "Yo, could we video chat?" So I video chat the dude. Yeah. When I video chatted this dude, I nearly choked. I nearly swallowed my tongue, because the dude that I'm actually seeing on video chat is the cousin that she told me. Yeah, the dude that was driving her back and forth from Santo Domingo, that was her cousin. Crazy, right? Now, mind you, I'm thinking that I'm dating a saint. I'm thinking I'm dating a good girl, a girl that's came from a good home and all this. So the whole time, once I leave, she's going back and forth to Santo Domingo because she got this dude that she was dating for 5 years. That wasn't her cousin. She's telling me it was her family in Santo Domingo. I should have caught on when we went to Santo Domingo, because her and I had went to Santo Domingo, and I'm like, "Yo, since we out here, why don't we go and visit your family?" And she came up with this excuse: "Oh no, the roads are really bad. It's not really good for this car. It's not an SUV. It's not it's not a good idea to drive." So I'm like, "Okay, whatever." But yeah, so come to find out, it was the cousin, and I'm like, "Yo, so why?" He apologized. He was like, "Yo, I'm sorry about that. She told me she didn't love you, and she told now she's telling this man everything. This man knows everything about me now. Everything, everything. Man knows everything about me." So I'm just like, wow. And he was like, "She didn't tell you that we was in a relationship?" I said, "No." I said, "You think I'd have been dealing with her and helping her out and taking care of her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think I would have did all of what I did for her had I known that she was in a relationship with you?" And he was like, just apologizing about the whole situation, telling me that she owes his brother money. It was just, when I tell y'all it was a messy situation, just the whole messy situation. So, I'm a type of man, when shit go down, and that's probably one of my downfalls. I kind of react out of instinct, and that's basically what I did with her. So when I found out about everything, I pretty much called her and broke up with her on the phone. Mind you, the chick got got the deeds to my property now. I broke up with her on the phone. She's trying to explain everything. Like, there's nothing that you could tell me. There's not you. If you're not going to tell me the truth, I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is. This man knows everything about me, and then you're going to sit here and lie? This woman lied for a whole year. A whole year. Now I'm trying to get my papers to the deeds to my property and all of that. She's telling me, "Oh, the papers are the papers are in my name now, and all of this." Now, I don't know the laws. I don't know the Dominican laws. So I'm freaking out. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping, like, you know, how am I going to get my papers? And she's lying, telling me she's pregnant. And, you know, she's just making up all these lies. And I'm saying to myself, who are you? Who is this woman? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I dated for 2 years, thinking that you on. And then, the, you know, crazy part about it, the boyfriend told me the whole family knew about him as well. Mother, father, the sister, they all knew. They was all down. They was all down with the get down. Crazy, right? Crazy. So I'm going back and forth with her now for a year. Now, I done broke up with this chick. I was dating her for 2 years, going on 3. You know, when I found that out, I broke up with her. So now it's a whole year going back and forth with this woman trying to get my papers, because now she's holding the deeds, the deeds of my property, you know. So I didn't really have any connections like that down there, because when I was with her the whole time, she was the type of woman didn't really want me around nobody. You know, she wanted me all to herself. And that should have been a red flag for me. I mean, to me, it should have been a red flag. You know, here it is. This one, I don't know, like, yo, I'm coming out here every 3 months. Like, I don't want to be around you and your female friends all the time. Like, I need to meet some male connects that I can hang out with, go and have beers with or whatever, since I'm going to be out here like that, you know. So, you know, I ended up meeting, you know, she ended up introducing me to this dude. So me and him became friends or whatever. And he didn't know the whole situation that she had another dude. This is somebody that, you know, didn't even live in her community, that, you know, that I met outside of the community where she lived. So anyway, you know, me and him started conversing, and he's the one that, like, I told him the situation. He was just like, yo, that's foul, you know, eye to eye. So he ended up putting me in contact with a lawyer of his. So I had to go as far as taking this woman to court to get my papers. Here it is. She's telling my friend that the land is not mine, and it's not mine. And if he think he's going to win, if I think I got to win, I got another thing coming. And if I really want the papers, give her $500 US dollars. Like I'm saying to myself, who is this woman? Who are you? Who the hell are you? You know, this woman went as far. How you doing, Sharon? How you doing? This woman went as far as trying to take what was mine. How you want to take something that's somebody else's, something that I worked hard for? You know what I'm saying? How you going to do that? How you going to take something that doesn't belong to you, something that don't belong to you? You know, I was good to her and her family. You know, I was good to them. So for you to do something grimy like that, I had to take the, you know, and like I said, I didn't know the Dominican laws. I knew nothing about the Dominican laws. And, you know, when it's all said and done, I'm going to tell you guys, the guys that be out there, you know, dating these Dominican women, y'all need to be careful, because my lawyer told me, he said, it's a good thing that you did not put her on your deeds, because if you didn't put her name on that property, you would have had to give her half of everything. So the one thing about the Dominican law is, if you're dating somebody for 5 years, whether you're in a marriage or a 5-year relationship, and whatever you accumulate when you're with that person for that 5 years, and y'all decide to, you know, part ways, well, half belongs to them. So you need to be careful of that. So I had to go to court, hire a lawyer to take this woman to court, you know, and he was on it. The same day we went down to the court, filed the paperwork, and they subpoenaed her to go to court. Now, I told the lawyer, I said, listen, I'm not going to be here. You know, for the court date. So he said, don't worry. I got you. I'm going to represent you. You don't got to worry about anything. I'll keep you informed. So the moral of the story is that I ended up getting my papers. She had to give up those papers because they didn't belong to you. My name was on everything. I'm not stupid. My mother didn't raise a fool, you know? So I ended up getting my papers, which the papers are still at the lawyer's office right now. I don't have them on hand because they're still with him. But when I go back in January, the paperwork is in his office. So this is the moral of the story. You guys need to be careful on who you dating out there. You know, these Dominican women, even y'all ladies out there, same thing with y'all ladies. You know, y'all go out here and fly out to Dominican Republic, and you meeting these guys and these girls, and y'all think they on the up and up. And here it is, you don't really know who you dating. So y'all need to be mindful of that, man. Mindful. Like I did so much for this woman, and then within the 2 years, and then now after it's all said and done, you know, she gonna tell my lawyer. She filed order protection, so I can't be 900 feet. I can't be nowhere near her. I have to be 900 feet away from her. I can't contact her family, her friends. I didn't want to contact you at all. All I wanted what was mine, which was my deeds to my property. So guys, that was my experience when it comes to dating a woman in Dominican Republic. And I just want y'all to be aware, be careful out there. Don't be no sucker. There's a lot of dudes out there. When I go out there, I be seeing a lot of them females out there at Carib Express getting money from dudes that be sending them money. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them. I was naive, I was naive. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot because the woman that I was dating, like I said, she was independent. She had her own place. She worked. She had a side hustle doing nails. So she wasn't solely, dependent on me for money. You know what I'm saying? It was a give and take. Yeah, I sent her barrels of food, but it was benefiting me too. I'm out there 3 weeks at a time. So I didn't have to go out to restaurants. There was days I'm like, nah, you ain't cooking. We going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? So, I benefited from that. Yeah, I paid her rent every month, $100. I could wipe my ass with that. Excuse my French, but like I said, it was a give and take. You know what I'm saying? But I really loved this girl. At the same time, I didn't want her to be codependent on me. I wanted her to still have, her independence. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't cheap, and to this day, I was the best thing she ever had. And she messed up. And now the land that I got, word is getting out that I'm building. And, I really wanted this woman a part of my life, but you lost. And do I have any regrets? Honestly, y'all, I have none at all, because victory is mine. You know what I'm saying? Victory is mine. And, during the whole 2 years of me dating this woman, yeah, the experience was priceless, because I can drive, I can rent a car and drive to Santo Domingo, to Samaná, to Cabarete, to Sosúa. So all of that experience alone is priceless. But guys, that's my story when it comes to dating a woman in Dominican Republic. I just want y'all to be careful out there in the Dominican streets. Know who you dating out there. Don't be naive. Don't be gullible. You feel me? But it's your boy J-Day. If y'all like the comment, please hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm going to see y'all. It's your boy J-Day, and I'm out. Peace.